Alone with LSD. Yo, what's going on? It's someone that's no one, and happy bicycle day. If you are tripping today, I wish you the best in your trip. And as for today, we're having a little special going on. We'll have a triple upload, nothing much, just for today, and we'll have a little something for tomorrow for 420 also. But the first report today is coming from Devin Morgan, which was sent in when this happened, July 17th, 2018. The drugs used were cannabis and LSD at a dose of 150 micrograms, gender male, weight 212 pounds, age 15, height 6 feet, and the setting was in his bedroom. So this first one is filled with a lot of visuals and recreational value for Devin's first experience. It is pretty short and straightforward, but it does capture some key qualities of an acid trip. So I hope you guys like this one, and without further ado, let's dive right into it. Hello, this trip happened about a year or so ago, so I'll try my best to describe what I saw. So I bought my acid off someone on iFunny. I know it was stupid, as it could have been a cop, but anyway, I eventually received the acid. I was very excited. I had prepared to stay in my room for most of my trip. I had set up some Christmas lights and put up a trippy video on my TV. I had taken the acid, and it did not taste like anything. I had let it sit on my tongue for about 20 minutes. I was playing Grand Theft Auto for the duration of my come-up. When it started to hit, I noticed something weird. Everything on my screen was wobbly. I wasn't driving straight. I couldn't keep my car on the road. So that's when I started to realize something was up. So then I put on YouTube. I look up some cool trippy videos and look at the ground. I looked down, and in the ground, it seemed to be expanding as if it was starting to bubble up. As I put my head down to it, this is when I knew I was tripping. And so, I'm sitting there in amazement, knowing that I just took LSD. I look out my window and the streets. They're so bright green. They're beautiful. Then the stars appear as if they're moving around. After staring at the stars for about 5 minutes, I look at my ceiling. You know the popcorn ceiling stuff that's always on your ceilings in apartments? It seemed to be moving in patterns. I can't describe the patterns. The only way I can describe it is like a sink. Kind of like a weird carpet, but like these were weird twisty patterns. That's what it looked like. I sat there looking at that wall for at least 20 minutes, honestly, but I read online that weed can enhance your trip by 1 million times. That might be an over-exaggeration, but still I grabbed my bong. I take a nice large rip of some good quality weed, and I felt weird. It felt like my head was small, but my body was locked in. My legs were short. The only way I could think of it was feeling like a gnome. I just stood there standing on my floor, feeling so amazed. When I laid down on my back on the cold floor, it felt like the ground was sucking me in, but in a good way. I just remember playing video games. I tried to play Fortnite. That was weird. I got second place oddly, and I didn't even get a single kill, which was the weirdest. Every time my character did a little default dance, it looked like their body was wobbling up and down. It was so much fun. I was just astonished by that. I just kept on doing dances, and I didn't get a single kill. I had no weapons, and I had no interest in winning the game. Before I knew it, I saw the sun. It was the crack of dawn. The birds were chirping, and I was disappointed that my trip was almost over, but I was happy it happened. My rest of the day continued with the afterglow. I felt amazing. I had no negative thoughts, and I just felt pure. Honestly, it is the best time I had, and as for the end of it, I went on to have a second trip, but I think that story is for another time.